But I stood up for myself as I feel like I should. And you should too. Show yourself that your needs, your goals, your wants are important. You can have high confidence and still have low self-esteem.
Please don't take this personal, but you ain't shit and you weren't special till I made you so. You better act like you know that I've been through worse to you.
Hey guys, it's BriTV. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a girl talk. Get ready with me. Yesterday was my mom's birthday, so we're going out to dinner. With it being Valentine's Day season, I want to talk about self-love. I always want to talk about self-love, it seems, but like, yeah, it's a very important topic, and it's something I'm very passionate about because I did not always love myself. I did not always respect myself, and I'm honestly, just by seeing like celebrities, no shade, and just seeing other grown-ups at my job, in my family, I'm very blessed to have learned my lessons and have got to where I'm at right now at such a young age. I'm only 21. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm not gonna like go too deep into the makeup, but I can make like a video. I don't know, I've done other Get Ready With Me's where I did a full face of makeup, so I think just go check one of those out. So I have a mirror right here. That's what I'm going to be looking at. So the title of this video is Respect Yourself or No One Else Will. And I think that raises the question, like, what does it mean to respect yourself? At least for me and my experiences, and by the way, this whole video is going to be based off my experiences, my thoughts, my, comment down below, add on to the conversation what you feel like respecting yourself means. I guess my short answer would be not putting yourself in situations that could possibly end you in a bad spot. Like, and I know sometimes you can't tell. We can't tell the future, so we're not gonna know that what some people are gonna turn out to be or what some situations are gonna turn out to be. But for the ones that you can tell, like if you meet a guy or a girl, I'm gonna use guy because I am hetero and I'm not gonna be doing the jumping around, oh, whoever you like, that. No, y'all get what I'm saying. If you meet a guy and from the jump you can already tell that he doesn't reach your standards, then don't entertain it. I don't care if it's like, oh, well, I don't want him to be my boyfriend, or you just want to or whatever. Like, don't even put yourself in that situation simply because things can go wrong. Like, what if you end up pregnant and now you're pregnant by a dude that you didn't even want to be with? Or another thing that I've seen happen time and time again is you claim that you don't want to be with someone, they're just for fun, or it's not serious, and then you catch feelings and now you're in a relationship or a situationship that is not benefiting you. It's not pouring into you. I feel like that's what respecting yourself means. Like, if you just see that a situation, a person, a place is not pouring into you or won't benefit you in the long run, then don't even entertain it or leave if you can. Another aspect of respecting yourself is, let's say, okay, you didn't see red flags, or the situation, the job, whatever it is, it's good for you, it's going good, but like once you see that they don't respect you, you can't allow that. You can't allow people to disrespect you. That doesn't mean you have to crash out. Like, I literally learned that as I've grown up, because I really was a crash out growing up, especially middle school. Even in high school, I was always looking for drama, always looking for whatever. And like, if somebody was talking about me or my friends, I was quick to want to fight or bully them, whatever you want to call it. And growing up, I just feel like that's not necessary. You don't have to give people a reaction to show that they can't fuck with you. Like, you don't have to do that. I honestly think that isn't respecting yourself. That's putting you in a position to lose something. Whether you're grown and you're getting in a fight in a public place, now you're banned from that place. At the minimum, at the most, you go to the police station for public disturbance, and now you have that on your record. Now when you're looking for jobs, you have to worry about shit like that. That's not respecting yourself. I definitely learned that respecting yourself is just knowing when you're too good for something. And I don't think that's conceited. I don't think that's arrogant. You should feel some type of pride for yourself in what you will allow and what you want to be around you. You are in charge of your own emotions, of your own life. If there's something that's not benefiting you, leave it in whichever way that means. And obviously, like, it's easier said than done because certain situations, you know, I get it, but that's, to me, that's what it means to respect yourself. And like, even though I was looking for like trouble and fights in high school, I did not fight in high school, which was good because I was on the cheer team. Like, if I would have got suspended, not only am I missing out on education, but I'm off the cheer team. And I love the cheer team. Like, that was part of the only things that kept me sane, honestly. So it's just like, what good would have done? Me getting into a fight or me getting out of character because what? Someone's talking shit about me? Like, I do get that when you're a teenager, like, that is your whole life. School is your whole life. But that's like so stupid. I don't know. That's so stupid to me. Now that I'm older and out of high school, I have a pimple right here and I can't cover it. That's annoying. But anyways, and I have like my little notes to make sure I'm telling y'all what I want to tell y'all. Like, look at me as your big sister, your best friend, whatever it is. If you're struggling with respecting yourself, what it means to respect yourself, loving yourself, what it means to love yourself, I'm here. What does it mean to love yourself? And I did talk about this in the video I did with my best friends, so make sure you go watch that. But in short, I would say loving yourself is advocating for yourself. Like, don't count yourself out before someone else can, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I was trying to change my work schedule. So my I work technically less than part-time. Technically, I still be working over 30 hours a week, but whatever. Technically, my schedule says I'm less than part-time. So I wanted to try to change my schedule so I can be part-time or full-time, so my job can start paying for my school again. Okay, that's the background. But I told myself, like, yeah, they're not going to change my schedule. I had to go through a lot to even get the schedule I have now. So the fact that I want to change it, they're probably not even going to do it for me. So I didn't go and talk to them for the longest time. But that's not good. Like, I'm not the judge. You feel me? Like, even though I did end up talking to them and they definitely told me no. But that's not the point. The point is that I was counting myself out before I even tried. And I don't think that's loving yourself. And like, even though I did say like respecting yourself, that is not crashing out. Like, if somebody is disrespecting you, that doesn't mean you crash out, which is true. I do think that. But I will say, I've been in some situations where I've ignored. And I wouldn't necessarily say I crashed out, but I stood up for myself. The fuck? And now those people don't mess with me anymore. Not mess with me like, oh, we're not cool, because we was never cool. But they don't bother me anymore. They don't talk about me. They don't disrespect me. They don't make assumptions about me. They don't try to know my business. Like, I basically showed them that you're not just gonna do whatever you want with me, with my name, with my character, my reputation, and think shit's gonna be okay. Like, that I'm just gonna sit there and deal with that. So I didn't crush out. I didn't disrespect anyone, but I stood up for myself, as I feel like I should. And you should too. Stand up for yourself, advocate for yourself. If you know something is not in your character, say that. Let it be known. So definitely, at least for me, was advocating for myself. I feel like that's where I lack the most when it comes to self-love. Another thing about self-love that I know y'all probably not gonna want to hear, but it's doing things you don't feel like doing. To be honest, that definitely is a part of self-love. Just doing things you don't feel like doing if it's for the betterment of you. That's self-love. I like the quote, do things to make your future self happy. And that is literally like how I try to live my life. And I think that whole quote is self-love. So yeah, that just means doing things you don't want to do, having good discipline. And I said this also in the video, but I'll say it again because like I swear by this. If you keep letting people slide, whether it's your boyfriend, your long-term boyfriend, short-term boyfriend, your long-term friend, your family, if they keep disappointing you, keep letting you down, or keep doing weird stuff, whatever your case is, and you keep forgiving them, you keep letting them slide, 9 times out of 10 you have poor self-discipline. Which means if you tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna start going to the gym every Saturday, but every Saturday you don't go, you let yourself slide, yeah, that's what you let other people do to you also. You're subconsciously telling yourself, every time you don't listen to what you want to do, every time you slack on your goals or the betterment of you, whatever that means, every time you do that, you're subconsciously telling yourself that what you want, your needs, your goals, they're not important. So when other people treat you as if you're not important, you forget them and you keep letting them be in your life. I generally think self-love and self-respect have a lot to do with your self-discipline. Show yourself that you're important. Show yourself that your needs, your goals, your wants are important. Another thing I wanted to talk about is self-esteem versus confidence, because I do feel like there is a slight difference. You can have high confidence and still have low self-esteem. So confidence, I would say confidence is what you feel like you're capable of doing. So confidence is speaking in front of a big crowd, applying for a job that you don't think you're super qualified for. Like, this is confidence in yourself, just trusting yourself to know that like you're gonna reach for your goals, basically. I don't know, I think that is confidence, what you believe you're capable of doing and achieving. So maybe it's this super cute guy at school that you like and you go up to him, or you feel like you could pull him, you could get him. That's confidence. But if you pull the super cute guy and he calls you out your name, but you stay with him because he's the most popular guy in school, that's self-esteem. That means you're putting him above yourself. And I feel like it's really important to make sure you have a good self-esteem, because the self-esteem, again, is how you let people treat you. Or yes, it's how you let people treat you, but it's also the like just accepting it, because you can't control people's actions. Some people that you're good to, they're gonna treat you bad. Like, that's just how life works, unfortunately. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. So if you know that you're good to this person and they don't make you a priority, or they don't treat you well, or they don't care about your feelings, and I'm talking about, they can say that they do all these things. They can say they care about your feelings. They can say they want the best for you, But if you don't feel that in your heart, then don't believe it. Because people will say anything. It's literally actions and how they make you feel. Because in my past relationship, I did not feel like he loved me, because I feel like when you love someone, you miss them. You want to check in on them. You want to make sure they're okay. You can't go to sleep knowing that you hurt them, you know? Like, to me, that's love. Even with my friends, with my mom, with my family, if I get into it with my mom, I'm sick. Like, I'm not sleeping that night. I'm sick. And immediately the next day, we're talking about it. She'll come to me, I'll come to her. It doesn't matter. We're going to talk about it. So that's what love was to me. And he just didn't exhibit that type of behavior. But when I would say something, it would be like, oh, I do love you because I do this. I spend this on you. No, that's why they have something called love languages. If you don't feel loved, then that's the truth. It doesn't matter, like, if they feel like they love you and that they feel like you should be content. If you're not content, then you're just not. And you should listen to that. Like, literally trust yourself. That's like the biggest thing that I've learned. And I think that's the biggest thing that my past relationship has taught me, is to trust myself. Because I was absolutely right. Like, with feeling how I felt that he didn't love me, I was absolutely right. But I kept listening to him just basically tell me that he does, and that he does all this for me, and then I should So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm just too sensitive. Maybe I just, my expectations are too high. Like, he actually said that to me. Like, that's disgusting. If someone tells you, friends, family, anyone, relationship, that your expectations are too high or your goals are too high, just, no one should tell you nothing is too high. They should want the absolute best for you. Okay, leave out is laid. All right. And like, with me, I did not always think I was pretty. Like, I didn't always have the most self-confidence, I will say. But even after I got confident, even after I realized I'm capable of a lot of things, I'm good at a lot of things, I still had low self-esteem. I generally do believe that low self-esteem, or your self-esteem in general, whether it's high or low, it stems from childhood. Like, your parents, how much they believe in you, how much they speak light into you. I do believe that that's where it stems from. Not to come from my parents or whatever, but my dad was in the military all, like, my whole, well, until I was, I don't know. I don't know what age, but it's like most of my childhood, he was in the military, so he wasn't there. So I feel like because of that, I craved male attention or validation, whatever you want to say. And then my mom was, at this point, a single mom, technically, and she worked all the time. All the time. She would wake up, take us to school, go to work. We would walk home from school, and she wouldn't come home until maybe 10, 11 p.m. So I don't know, I just feel like, yes, they were neglectful, but they were building a future for us, I guess. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, they were neglectful for a good reason, but it's unfortunate that the effects of like what they were doing to give us a good home ended up in neglect. So yeah, I do feel like self-esteem comes from childhood, from your parents. Like, they need to tell you and treat you like you're important. I've been the dumb girl so many times. I'm not mad at anyone who still is because it happens. Like, unless you're like over 30, don't piss me off. Like, you're pissing me off. You know, like I said, sometimes your parents aren't going to tell you, and you just go your whole life not really knowing what it means to love yourself or to respect yourself. Like, heavy on respect yourself. But my ex, I'm telling so much business. I feel like I'm telling so much business. But anyways, my ex did not respect me, and he definitely betrayed my trust multiple times. But I forgave him the first time, and that first time I was miserable. Like, I don't know, we both were. I was so miserable that I was making him miserable because I did not drop that shit. Like, I didn't. And that just, like, now that I'm out of that relationship, I just realized, like, yeah, it would have been like, yes, I would have been sad if I left him, like, after the first time he betrayed my trust, but it would have went away. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it would have been sad, but it would have been temporary. But since I stayed with him, I was still miserable, and it wasn't temporary because I stayed with him. Like, even just being around him reminded me of that shit every day. Every time we got into it, I was bringing it up because I'm thinking, like, why are you making me mad, basically, when I just forgave you for X, Y, and Z? But it's like, that's not healthy. If you say you forgive someone, you need to actually forgive them. Not to give his dumbass the benefit of the doubt, but it's just the point that, like, the relationship was way more miserable after I forgave him. But if I would have left, he would have been the only one miserable. I would have been up, but no. And then the whole time he did that shit again, even after I forgave him. So, like, that really pissed me off. So it's like, even that mental torture that I was going through, thinking like, how could he do that to me when he knew how it made me feel, like, that mental torture I was going through, trying to stay with him, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, it blew up in my face anyway because he did that shit again. You know, yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like, I'm not trying to do all that, but it definitely taught me that after betrayal, whether it's friend, family, or a man, don't stay around that person until you're actually healed. And I'm talking about actually healed if this is family. If it's a friend or a boyfriend, someone that you choose to be in your life, they need to go. There's no, like, turning back to that. Or there shouldn't be. Because there's billions of people in the world. You can always choose a new man. You can get a new friend. You know what I'm saying? If someone does something to you and you forgive them, you are subconsciously telling them that it's okay for them to do it again. Okay? So think about that next time you forgive your friend for dating your ex, or next time you forgive your man for cheating. Like, if you forgive them, yes, you're hoping that they see how much it hurts you and that they would care more about you than their selfish needs. But that's, like, usually never the case. I feel like once a cheater, always a cheater on the same person. Because you forgiving them is telling them that it's okay. Okay, y'all. So next time you forgive someone for doing you dirty, just know you are telling them that it is okay for them to do it again. You're giving them the option to do it again. Shame on, what? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And the last thing I want to say, I think this is the perfect way to end this video, that you are the prize. Your partner, your man is not the prize. So if somebody is showing you that they don't care to have you in your life, and they show you that by disrespecting you, treating you wrong, going against your boundaries, not caring about your feelings, not considering your feelings, they need to go. You are the prize. They're showing you that they don't care to have you in their life. Don't let somebody tell you more than once that they don't care about you. And this is for my girlies out there. The only way another woman can get the one up on you is if you stay with the cheating man. So just because a girl, like, I never understood, and I be seeing this on TikTok, like, some girls would be like, don't come to me as a woman, I'm gonna cuss you out, la la la. First of all, I'm still gonna come to you as a woman because the fuck, like, because I'm a woman. Like, I don't want you to go through this and not know and look dumb or be giving your all to someone who's not loyal. Like, I've been there, so I don't want any other woman to go through that. But a lot of what I've seen, some women actually like take offense to that or something, because they feel like the woman that the man is cheating on them with is trying to get the one up, like, haha, I got your man. But like, first of all, at least for me, even if a woman came to me with that type of attitude, like, that's why your man on my phone, da 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 da, yes, I'm gonna be mad. Like, I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna be mad, because I am. But I'm not going to cuss her out, because one, you're not gonna get a reaction out of me, because clearly they want a reaction. Clearly you are the prize, because them taking your man was like a one-up, like that fed their ego, that they took something from you. So clearly you are the prize. So no, you're not gonna get the reaction that you thought you were gonna get. And then two, I still appreciate the girl telling me, even if she was nasty about it, simply because now I know, period. Like, now I know, regardless of how you came at me, now I know. And now I can choose to love myself, while you're thinking you got the one up because you're with a cheating ass nigga. That's sad. That's ugly, actually. So yeah, the only way a woman can get the one up on you is if you stay with a cheating partner. Man, woman, whatever. Like, don't stay with someone because you think they're the prize, because you're the prize. Now, if you know you're cheating too, oh my god, no. And I wanted to talk about this too. I hate this generation with like the cheat back type of thing, like, oh, I'm doing him, da-da. I don't like that at all, because what is that? How is that fulfilling? How is that satisfying? How is that like healthy? It's not. You're just, and this comes with respecting yourself. Once somebody has shown you that they're not good for you, don't get out of character to match their level, or just to have an excuse to stay with them. Like, don't do that, because it doesn't make you look any better than them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're trash just like them. So me personally, I never understood like the cheating bag type of thing, but hey, if that's your vibe, don't call me a hater, okay? Don't eat me up. But let me show you my outfit. I'm wearing this bodysuit that's see-through. I see that. I'm wearing these like boyfriend jeans. I'm gonna put on my leather jacket, and I have my juicy purse. I think it's so cute. Like, I'm gonna end this video right here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you enjoyed me, subscribe. Bye. Love you.